so weird. I had this fantasy in my head that dating apps, you know, were for people looking for like a relationship or something. The amount of times I've been like, no, I don't want to do that. And then they're just like, well, then why were you on this dating app? Stupid me. I wanted a boyfriend. Isn't that so dumb and so stupid?
He's talking about how the hookup culture is literally the most toxic place there is.
He belongs to the streets.
So this is me when I was deep in this culture, thought that this is what you're supposed to do in college and this is what's fun. I would
subscribe now.
Cry every single night because I was so depressed. I was addicted to lust, addicted to literally getting my fulfillment from using guys. But then would go home and literally bawl my eyes out every single time. It is so toxic, but so many people are saying that this is like normal and this is like what this society, culture, whatever, that is what we do. And it is literally so empty. Like I can't. I really.
So this is why I don't do hookups. During intercourse, your brain releases oxytocin, which makes you subconsciously bond with your partner. Having brief attachment with many people can leave you feeling empty and damage your ability to form trust and intimacy with other individuals.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I've heard a lot of people on this app talk about like how much it sucks when you're a hopeless romantic, and we're just like so in hookup culture as a generation. But what also sucks is like wanting to be single. Like I do want to be single right now in my life. I have way too much stuff to focus on to put any energy into someone else.
Whoop, whoop. Here I come.
Oh. But also having needs and hating one night stands. Like,
Damn!
hating them. I don't know what it is. Makes me feel gross. I don't know. But, like, what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do? I'd like to know.
Students are always so concerned when they find out that I'm single. One little girl, she found out that I'm not married and said, "Oh, I can introduce you to my bus driver." At first I was like, no thanks, but then I thought about it and it's like, well, I mean, he has a job and a driver's license. Guess it wouldn't hurt for me to raise the bar.
Bare minimum. Bare minimum. Bare minimum. Also have that one person that you kind of dated but not really. You guys weren't even together, you guys just kind of like hooked up and you guys kind of dated, but you can't get over them.
Sensational.
And it's been so fucking long, but you still think about them, and you dated other people, but you still think about this fucking person. Like, while you were dating them, you were like, God, I wish I was with this person. And you don't know why. You don't know why you want this person so bad, because it wasn't even like a real thing. But like, obviously, you're obsessed, like creepy. Like they should put you on a watch list. And like, you don't know why. You just really want to be with this person. Anybody else, or am I just a fucking creep?
Cry me a river, baby, cry me a river.
What is this obsession that guys have with having sex with women that don't want it? From the time I was a child, I was told not to be too easy, because guys don't like girls who are too easy. They would rather pursue someone and pressure them into having sex with them. Why don't guys like women who like sex and want sex?
Nobody cares.
They like the shy, quiet one standing in a corner who's uncomfortable. Even if you do want to, you have to play hard to get so that they feel like they're given the chance to chase you. Women are taught not to ever pursue men or make the first move because it emasculates them.
Women.
Because of this, women are being taught to be prey, and men are being taught to be predators. This normalizes coercion, which is sexual assault.
You can't make this shit up.
So recently my therapist told me that I should try to not sleep with someone on the first date. And like like, she meant it in the least slut-shaming kind of way, just more so the fact that I personally have the tendency to do things backwards when it comes to dating.
She belongs to the streets.
I'm really out here giving TikTok all the dirty details of my sex and love life. But all my past relationships, I've been physically intimate with them before being emotionally intimate, if that makes sense. And so when she told me I should try that, obviously I agreed to that it was a great idea because it's something that I haven't really ever done before. And guess what I did on Friday?
She belongs to the streets.
The exact opposite. I mean, in my defense, they do say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And like, in my defense, we did have a really good conversation before stuff happened. Like, we talked for a few hours about life, got pretty deep.
Yes, I bet it got deep.
And I'm just coming up with excuses. And like, I do this to myself where I only like hook up with people that I like as a person, which usually means that I see some sort of potential relationship there. But then that means like after we're intimate, I just form a stronger connection to them and inevitably get disappointed when that's all they wanted. But like with this guy on Friday, like I fully went into it telling myself, no, this is just gonna be something casual, like nah. And then he ended up being way cooler than I expected, and so obviously now I kind of have an attachment.
She belongs to the streets.
Friends with benefits is a lie. It's just stranger with benefits who you trust. So like going back to this guy from Friday, I had like a pretty strong emotional connection to him based off of the few-hour conversation that we had. And part of me is like, well, did he feel the same way too? Or is he just the type of guy to open up to everyone and then just have sex with them and move on with his life? Like in real life, he seems like a great guy and I want to get to know him more because I had a lot of fun.
Women.
Like I felt the butterflies and everything, but then over text, I get the complete opposite where either he's a really bad texter or he just wants to hook up. I guess time will tell with this one, but I'm definitely gonna have to clarify the next time we hang out, if we hang out, what his expectations are going forward, because if it's just hooking up, I don't think I can do that because I'm already emotionally attached to him.
Sensational.
Has anyone else ever been to the point where they feel so broken that they've gone past the point of anger, past the point of sadness, and past the point of hopelessness to just sitting in a state of complete numbness and not feeling or caring about anything anymore?
I wish people that were emotionally unavailable would be kind enough to either be honest and open about that kind of stuff or just don't date at all.
Nobody cares.
Because it's mean. You lead people on, you let people get close to you, and then you break their hearts, and then you're over here fine. If you have issues, work on them. It's okay to get help. If you don't want to work on them, then that's fine too, but stay single, because it's never okay to hurt someone just because you're lonely for a minute, but you know that you're not actually available to take care of someone else's heart or soul. Amen. Happy Saturday. Happy feeling every single emotion because I can't numb it out with alcohol. Woo!
Damn! Y'all, I can't. I know some of y'all have been on bad dates and had bad experiences, but this guy had asked me out on a date, had asked me to dinner multiple times, and I finally agree. Bare minimum. We set a time and a place, and I arrive a little bit before him, so I go on in, grab a seat at the bar, order a drink, and he calls, and he says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm waiting on you. And he's like, "Listen, there's a 4Runner in the parking lot. And I took her out on one date, one lunch, and she's crazy and I can't come in there." I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I can't come in there. is there anywhere else that we can go? And I'm like, no, like, this is a small town. There's not a whole lot of places to go. Like, this is literally crazy. It's ridiculous. If you went on one date, I'm pretty sure that you can share a restaurant. Like, come in. And he says, no, like, I really can't. I'm just being honest. I can't come in there. And I'm like, well, then I guess you should head on back home. And he goes, yeah, okay, I'll just go ahead and hop back on the interstate. Enjoy your drink. How? Ladies, how is this what we're dealing with?
Thank you. Come again.